What we do here is go back.
Well, she turned left, I turned right, headed down an old dirt road till we were both out of sight. Life pulled us apart, and I often wonder why. I still carry on these feelings as the years go by. I drive down an old dirt road as a weathered old man, still holding on to that part of my past. I guess I'm just curious about the plan. I have no regrets. I'm grateful to be me. Still, sometimes I turn left, just curious who I might see. What's up? What's going on? Jace Jacobs here, giving you a little lovey-dovey. Yeah, raise your hand if you like the lovey stuff. Oh yeah, a little lovey-dovey there. You know what? As I was driving and I was getting ready to pull over, I had this idea, and I was like, I think it had something to do with being curious. And damn it, I cannot remember what it was. I had something I wanted to tell you, and it's gone. But yeah, just playing around with that, just thinking that, just being curious and thinking about, okay, you know, I really completely cannot remember the idea I wanted to share with you. But as I'm stalling here, I'm thinking from a spiritual perspective. You know, I like to believe that we're here to learn lessons, and that before we get here, that we actually sign contracts with other souls. That's what I believe. I'm rooted in methodology from the work of Dolores Cannon. So that's where I get a lot of this stuff from. It makes sense to me. And I always focus on what's useful to me than pursuing the truth. Look at these big ass birds walking by. You see them? They're freaking all over the place, man. I don't know what these things are, but they're huge. They're gigantic. Anyway, they're just all over the place here. Anyway, back to it is, I believe we're here to learn lessons, and there's certain contracts we sign before we get here with other souls that at a certain point, you know, we're going to bump into them. We got to do a little something. We got to have this interaction, whether it's good or bad, whatever it is. It's just an experience that teaches one of us a lesson, one or the other a lesson. So that's what I'm into. That's what's kind of fun for me. So just being curious, thinking about all these people I've been around throughout my life, it's interesting to think about, like, what the hell's the lesson? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on, you know? And if we're just talking about girls, you know, I'm in a great relationship right now. I've been in that relationship for, you know, over 20 years, since 1996. Anyway, but there's a lot of girls that I love that I've been in relationships with before, and they're not bad people, and none of us did anything wrong. It just, there was a time for it to end, and it ended, right? But I still have love for all of them right now, but it makes you wonder, like, what was the purpose? What was the lesson? You know what I mean? And you ever think about that? What was the lesson? And anyway, that's kind of what I've been thinking about, is just different people I interact with in my daily life. Where's the lesson there? What's going on? I'm just curious, did we sign a little soul contract, or are they just a what do you call it, an extra in a movie? You know, in a movie, you got the stars, you got the 5 or 6, maybe 7, 8 stars, the cast. These are the people, man, they're getting paid the bucks. Then you got a bunch of extras. They're just placeholders, right? They just gotta stand here, walk there. You gotta be in the background. You gotta do all this stuff. And so there's a lot of that in our lives, right? There's a lot of extras. So it's interesting thinking about it as being curious about, who are the stars? Who do we sign contracts with, if you believe in that? Well, and who are just simply extras? It doesn't matter. It sounds so bad when you say it that way, when you're thinking about, you know, it could be your neighbor or someone. You're like, they're just an extra. They're just an extra. But anyway, there was something awesome I had to share with you today, but I got nothing. I don't have it. It was really cool. I know it was cool, and I just can't remember it. It was here, and then poof, it was gone. But I am curious. Okay, us hanging out here, because I'm building some relationships right here on the socials. So which one of us have signed a contract together, huh? That we're supposed to interact somehow. Pretty cool. That's so interesting to me, because I've had a few people on here that, I started relationships with 3 or 4 years ago, and then I took a little break from YouTube, and, as soon as I came back to YouTube, we picked right back up. That's pretty cool, I think. That's pretty cool, because there was a lot of people I had relationships with, 4 years ago on here that we didn't pick back up. I don't know where they're at. And anyway, so no shame, no judgment. I'm just being curious and throwing this stuff out there. So just throwing a little lovey-dovey. Let me know if you like the lovey-dovey stuff. I got a ton of those poems, but I don't often share them. I mostly share what I call happy mindset poetry, just to kind of help raise up your vibes. But I got some lovey-dovey stuff too. I don't have sad lovey-dovey though. I'm not into that. I wrote a bunch of sad songs in my youth. I'm not into that anymore. I don't want to share that stuff. So other people can share that. So anyway, good times here. I really appreciate you. I'm Jace Jacobs. Appreciate everything. Love fully. Need nothing. Namaste, my friends. High five, knuckles. Later.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.